کنفرانس در مجلس سنای آمریکا. سیاست ایران، مقابله با تهدیدات رژیم همزمان با مبارزه مردم ایران برای آزادی. واشنگتن، پنجشنبه 4 مرداد 1403 ساعت 19 به وقت ایران. سخنرانی‌های اعضای سنا از هر دو حزب و شخصیت‌های برجسته آمریکایی. حمایت دو حزبی از قطعنامه 599 سنا، حفاظت از پناهندگان سیاسی از جمله زنان زندانی سیاسی سابق در اشرف 3 آلبانی.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Solmaz Abu Ali and it's my pleasure to be your MC today.
سلام می‌کنم خدمت شما بینندگان عزیز سیمای آزادی. همراه شما هستیم با گزارشی از کنفرانسی در مجلس سنای آمریکا با تیتر سیاست ایران، مقابله با تهدیدات رژیم همزمان با مبارزه مردم ایران برای آزادی. خانم دکتر سولماز ابو علی هستند که این جلسه رو آغاز کردند. هر فردی باید این فرصت رو داشته باشه که برای اهداف خودش تلاش بکنه، مانند مردم ایران که در ایران خواهان زندگی مشابهی هستند. اونها خواهان آینده‌ای روشن هستند و هزینه سنگینی رو در سالهای گذشته پرداخت کردند، چه برای سرنگونی رژیم شاه و چه در مبارزه با رژیم آخوندی. زنان نقش عمده‌ای رو در تمامی این قیام‌ها و تظاهرات و مبارزه ایفا کردند. اونها در خط مقدم مبارزه بر علیه رژیم آخوندی بودند و بسیاری از اونها در میان قتل عام شدگان در سال 1367 بودند و اکثریت اونها زنان مجاهد خلق بودند. نسل جوان در ایران نقش بسزایی در قیام اخیر در ایران داشتند. این جوانان و نسل‌های قبل از اونها همواره تحت سرکوب رژیم ایران بودند و امروز اونها ادامه دهنده نسل در نسل جوانان و مبارزان راه آزادی در ایران هستند که بر علیه رژیم آخوندی مبارزه می‌کنند که ما اون رو در کانون‌های شورشی سازمان مجاهدین خلق ایران مشاهده می‌کنیم. ما امروز سخنانی رو از سخنران برجسته‌ای که در ارتش ایالات متحده نیز خدمت کردن خواهیم شنید. سخنان اصلی جلسه امروز خانم مریم رجوی، رئیس جمهور برگزیده مقاومت ایران هستند که نقش عمده‌ای و نقش رهبری کننده‌ای در پیشبرد این مبارزه و دادن توان به زنان ایرانی برای رهبری این مبارزه داشتند. در کنفرانس امروز همچنین تعدادی از سناتورها از هر دو حزب آمریکا ما انتظار این رو داریم که شرکت بکنند و صحبت بکنند.
Distinguished senators, honorable dignitaries, I send my greetings to you and your efforts against the religious fascism ruling Iran and supporting democracy in my country. Bipartisan resolution 599 in support of the rights of the residents of Ashraf 3 in Albania is part of a correct policy regarding Iran. This is a crucial step at the right time. I also extend my gratitude to Senators Jane Shaheen and Tom Tillis, senior members of the Senate, Foreign Relations Committee, and other honorable members of the Senate who have joined this resolution. Let me first pay tribute to the late Senator Lieberman, a great friend of the Iranian resistance, and late Senator John McCain, who played a key role in the security of the residence of Ashraf in Iraq and their safe transfer to Albania. I also want to honor the memory of the late Senator Levin, who played an unforgettable role in this matter. Honorable Senators, the Iranian regime, with its warmongering in the Middle East, sending drones and missiles for killing in Ukraine, and continuous terrorist operations across the world, including in the United States, has shown that it is an urgent threat to peace and security in today's world, and the head of the snake of warmongering and terrorism. Of course, above all else, the regime is an enemy of the Iranian people. It has executed more than 100,000 freedom-loving Iranians. Nevertheless, over the past 40 years, Western governments have tried various methods to appease this regime and change its behavior by making unjustified concessions. These include giving money, political concessions, and imposing unjust restrictions on the Iranian resistance. The result has only emboldened the ruling mullahs. This regime has paid no price for its crimes inside and outside Iran and its violations of international laws, including its nuclear projects. Without a doubt, holding the regime accountable for its crimes and imposing comprehensive sanctions and restrictions on it are essential components of a correct policy. However, these are not enough. The missing element in the policy regarding Iran is the role of the Iranian people and resistance. This regime will neither change its behavior nor it will fall on its own. The overthrow of the regime is the responsibility of the people of Iran and the Iranian resistance. The people, with their uprisings, their slogans, and the widespread boycott of the regime's presidential election sham, have demonstrated that they want the overthrow of the entire regime and reject any form of dictatorship, both Shah and the mullahs. The MK resistance units and nationwide networks in Iran have increased their activities across the country to achieve this goal. For this reason, the physical destruction of the resistance inside the country and the assassination of its members and imposing restrictions against them abroad have always been a priority for the regime. Political and terrorist plots against Ashraf III could be understood within this context. Ashraf III serves as an inspiration, a model, and a symbol for the youth of Iran. It is composed of men and women who have dedicated their lives to the freedom of their people and homeland. 1,000 of them have spent years in the regime's prisons, and the family members of half of them have been executed by the regime. They are witnesses of the 1988 massacre of 30,000 political prisoners who were mostly sympathizers of the MEK. In a new plot since last year, the regime has started a so-called trial for 104 members of the MEK and the Iranian resistance in their absence, and threatens them with execution and extradition. Dear friends, this is not the first time in 4 decades that the mullahs regime is attempting to deceive the West by acting as if its new president is a moderate, while he's a loyal follower of Khamenei and a supporter of the Revolutionary Guards and proxy groups. He neither has the ability nor the will to influence the main elements of the regime's policy, such as repression, the nuclear bomb project, and foreign warmongering. Moreover, any president within the clerical regime is a puppet chosen by the supreme leader. The most significant reality today is the rejection of the entire regime by the people of Iran and their readiness for future uprisings. It is time for the United States Senate to lead a comprehensive policy towards Iran, a policy based on recognizing the fight of the resistance units against the IRGC and the Iranian people's struggle to overthrow the regime. The NCRI wants to establish a democratic, free, non-nuclear republic based on the separation of religion and the state that is essential for peace and security in the region and tranquility throughout the world. Thank you all.